let's hear it for Mike as he talks to us about raising highly capable kids. Welcome, Mike.
Yep. Thank you. Well, I work for an organization called Resilient Kids. Our tagline is serving communities and strengthening families. We're an offshoot of Focus on the Family. We're a non-religious educational branch. And so what I'm here to do today is introduce you guys to our premier parenting program. It's called Raising Highly Capable Kids. This is our curriculum in Spanish. Our curriculum actually started in Spanish before it started in English. It came out of Orange County, California. We're in English, Spanish, Chinese, and Arabic. Our curriculum is a 13-week evidence-based parenting program. And it's built in partnership with an organization known as the Search Institute. Search Institute has been around since the late 50s, and they've done decades of research with over 6 million young people, and they've come up with 40 essential building blocks every child needs to be successful. And so our curriculum is built around helping parents be aware of what are these 40 essential building blocks that every child needs to be successful. The more of those building blocks a child has in his or her life, the less likely they are to engage in high-risk behaviors, the more likely they are to engage in positive behaviors, and we're going to increase their GPA. So one of the things we're going to do is we're going to help build kids that are going to be academically sound, but kids that are also going to be good citizens and are going to care about things like racial reconciliation. So if you go to the next slide, you'll see that there's been numerous studies. This was a study that was done with 150,000 6th through 12th graders on the power of these assets as children have them in their life or as they don't have them in their life. So if we take a look at just a couple of the negative behaviors of those 40 essential ingredients, kids that have 0 to 10 of those assets, 45% of those kids are going to grow up and struggle with alcohol use or abuse, versus if those children have 31 to 40 of those 40 developmental assets, that drops to 3%. Again, you can see 62% of those kids are going to grow up to be violent teens or adults if they're missing most of these assets, and that drops to just 6%. Not only does it decrease negative behaviors, but it increases positive behaviors. So again, look at that bottom one. If kids are missing most of the assets, only 39% of those kids are going to value diversity, are going to care about things like race or reconciliation, versus if they have 31 to 40 of those assets, 90% of those kids are going to invest in cultural diversity and things like that. So again, this is another study that was done on the power of the assets as they are in a child's life, according to where a child will score typically on grade point average. If a child is missing most of those assets, if of those 40, they have 0 to 10, kids in that category typically score 2.1 GPA, versus kids that have 31 to 40, the assets typically score 3.3 GPA. So we are in 190 communities around the country. We give 28 grants a year into underserved communities. We are a train the trainer model. We come out, we train individuals. We actually were built to train churches to take an evidence-based parenting program into the public schools that passes that rigorous educational muster. You know, because they can't just take any parenting program. Ours has gone through the rigorous third-party evaluation that needed to take place. So we are evidence-based. We are the chosen parenting program in Fort Worth ISD. This is just one of our classes. They call it Parent University there. This is just one small school. They graduate 120 parents a year, caps and gowns. Many of these parents have never worn a cap and gown until this graduation. So we're just seeing some great things. We would love to partner with some of the churches there. We would love to come, and we give you everything. We're low risk. We give you the training. We give you the manuals. We give you everything that you need to support that local school. And this really gives the churches an opportunity to, as Pastor said, rub shoulders with those parents. You're getting to know those parents for 13 weeks. You're in there, you're doing life with them. And many of these families that come from poverty don't know community. And so we're helping to create the wraparound resources that many of these families need. And then at the end of the 13 weeks, one of our biggest issues right now is the families are saying, what's next? We don't want to break up. And we are seeing ongoing efforts there in the public schools. So we would love to partner with some of the churches, some of the organizations there in Loving Houston, give you guys a grant and work together to reach some of these families in a new way so that we can rub shoulders and come to love those that we're serving. So that's our heart. Would love to talk and partner with any of you that are interested.
Mike, this is so fabulous. Thank you so much. I love that it's already met the standards that the schools are going to be looking for. I love that it is packed and ready and that you will come in and train our churches. Those of you who are from churches, this is easy. This is an easy and impactful way. And as Mike said, a low risk thing to do, but has this great reward in that we see that it's helping our kids to be developmentally minded, caring about others, and also having all the necessary resources they need to be independent. So thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming and sharing this. Mike, how do people reach you? Do you mind putting maybe an email address in the chat so that people can know and you can shout it out for us as well?
Yeah, I will do that. They can reach me at mike.haley at fotf.org, or go to our website, which is capablekids.com. You can apply for one of our grants there. And so we would love to partner with you guys. We'd love to get into Houston and work with some of you guys to give this opportunity to the parents that you serve. Like I said, I love our videos. Many of our videos, of course, are spoken in Spanish, subtitled in English, which is not typically something you see very often. So we're really excited about going in and serving the underserved around the country. And like I said, we're in 190 communities. We've reached already 30,000 families just in the 10 years that we've been doing the program.
Awesome. Well, this is fabulous. Thank you. God bless you for the work that you're doing. And thank you for coming in and sharing with us. We really appreciate it. Thank you so much.